Welcome to the Isaiah Thomas Print Shop. I'm Isaiah Thomas, and today we're talking about the Massachusetts Spy. The Massachusetts Spy by 1776 is the most popular newspaper in North America. A large newspaper of my day might have 600 to 1,000 subscribers. By 76, the Spy has 3,500, and it is read throughout the colonies. We actually started this paper in about 1770 or 1771. And at that time, it was the first newspaper in the colonies that was offered for sale 3 times a week. We thought if we could make a smaller paper and we could publish it more often, people would be more ready to buy the most recent news. But what we found out is that it basically triples our labor cost and it increases our distribution cost equally as well. And we found out that people weren't willing to pay more to be able to get their news more often. And so shortly after we began, we moved to once a week, just the same way that other papers were printed. So in fact, newspapers of my day are always like this. One large paper, printed front and back and folded to make 4 pages. And so the Spy, though printed in Boston, is sold throughout the colonies. So, interesting thing is that when we say Massachusetts Spy, we mean spy the same way that you think of spy today. We intended to make a newspaper that would print the things that other papers didn't know about and were afraid to print. In fact, several times in my life as a printer, I was in trouble with the colony for printing things the governor wasn't too pleased about. Now, you may be interested to learn that this thing at the top here is called a masthead. And every newspaper has something at the top that distinguishes it, so when you see it from a distance you go, oh, I recognize that paper. This masthead is printed with a plate that is etched by someone who knows how to etch these things. This one in particular was made by a Boston silversmith that history has come to revere. Perhaps, sir, you could guess at the name of this particular individual?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere, very good, a man who knows his history. And so when you're looking at this image here at the top of the newspaper, you're seeing the hand of the famous son of liberty, Paul Revere. So this is a little bit about the Massachusetts Spy. This particular issue from July 17th, 1776 is where I printed the full text of the Declaration of Independence. That's the Massachusetts Spy.